had an interesting fucking text message yesterday that threw me off a little bit because I'm not a bad guy. I'm a bad guy, but not a bad guy. The guy kidnapped died. Kent Vela, rest in peace. He fucking died, man.
That's so sad.
And listen, no matter what happens, no matter the jokes I crack on here about Kent, I like Kent. I like Kent. It was just a different time. It was a different time in my life. I was fucking crazy in the head. The coke wasn't helping me. The way I was living wasn't helping me. But I always felt bad about Ken. That's why I made it such a fucking mission to get a hold of him, to see him again, to talk to him. I didn't like the other guy, but I liked Kent. I always felt bad for Kent. Even when I was dragging him by his feet into the other room with the pit bull. I'm like, I can't believe
I like this guy.
I'm dragging my friend with a machine gun to his head. Like, it's not good. But he wouldn't give me the coke, and I got pissed off. He wouldn't fucking tell me where it was, so I got pissed off. But even after that, I saw him in court. I could tell he didn't want to sit across from me.
Why?
I could tell because he knew he was involved in it as much as I was. In the back of his mind, no matter what he wanted to believe. As a matter of fact, a year after I kidnapped him and I got put away, he got kidnapped again. And that time they cut his face with a knife.
Wow.
He was just living a life that eventually, listen, not that I stopped living my life, but I stopped the craziness for a while. The craziness was taken out of my head. I adjusted my life. I started comedy, and I made a decision that, you know what? I could quit coke every week. It's never going to happen. I was one of those guys. This is the last time I'll snort, and then I wouldn't snort for 4 days. Then I'd go off for 3 days. So what's the difference? I go, I'm just going to accept who the fuck I am and go for it. And that one day it stopped. For Kent, it never stopped. And let me tell you something. Life is bad, but when you're in your 50s and you're doing blow, it's just a matter of time. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a genius.
Yeah.
But in your 50s, if you're not healthy, you're drinking, you're stressed out, and you're doing blow, it's just a matter of time. If you're still doing blow when you're 50 and you do it till you're 59, God bless you. I wish you could do it till you're 80. But eventually, at that age, your body can't process that. Not like when you were 21, you know? And you could get up, and when I was 22, I could drink all fucking night, do blow, and wake up. Now we eat an edible. And we got to take a shit and drink a pot of coffee just to get straight in the morning.
Oh,
my brothers, well, I drink 2 pots of coffee and take 2 shits. That's what you need.
Oh, yeah.
I remember doing 2 8 balls of Coke and waking up like nothing happened. Going to McDonald's, getting an Egg McMuffin and an orange juice and a Coke, and you're back in action.
Well, that, like, as fucked up as I get on edibles, I've never once been like, oh, I'm going to die. Like, that's one of the things that stopped me from Coke is, like, when you were doing
you've never
Coke,
done Coke,
right? But like when you were doing Coke like that, even though you were younger,
I wanted to die. I didn't want to live.
Right,
I wanted to die.
You had to like come to terms with like you could die, right?
Always. But you could also die getting hit by a banana truck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get right in West New York. You get some guy not looking around. He's an immigrant. He's got a backpack on. He goes to sit back. He runs you over. You know, you could die doing anything.
Yeah.
At that time, I had no parents. I didn't have anything. No girlfriend, no wife, no kid. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
Who gives a fuck if you die? At least you die with a piece of pussy in your mouth or a fucking hairball or something like that, you know? And that's how I looked at things. And then as you get older, you're like, wait a second, now I'm in love with comedy. I don't want to die.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now I don't want to die.